MotorWeek is made possible by Cars.com, Valvoline, and Goodyear.
Can you believe the Model T is 100 years old? It's amazing because she doesn't look a day over 99. It was October 1st, 1908. The world was introduced to the Model T. Thanks to Henry Ford, the Tin Lizzie changed the way people saw the automobile. Though many people believe the Model T was the first car to hit the road, that distinction belongs to Carl Benz's MotorWeek. However, the T was the first mass-produced vehicle sold around the globe, with 15 million total coming off the assembly line.
Up until the point of the Model T, most people never ventured more than about 15, 20 miles from their home. But the Model T allowed them to have a horseless carriage so that they could venture further and have their own independent mobility.
Fast forward to Richmond, Indiana, the spot to be for Model T owners, drivers, and all-around superfans for the 2008 Centennial Tea Party. Why Richmond and not Detroit? Well, that's where the Model T Club of America Museum is, and the Ford Motor Company thought it was the perfect location for the celebration. Nearly every make and year made it to the party, and people from around the country and the world came to join in the festivities. Peter Williams brought his 1927 coupe across the Pacific from New Zealand.
It's a dream come true, and the fact that we can justify being involved it makes it, there's no guilt anymore. I think secretly we all wish we'd had one when we were 18.
Henry Ford preferred his Tin Lizzies black, but they made them in all shades: red, yellow, blue, white, and lime green. 17-year-old Sarah Zimmer is one of the youngest T owners. She's been a fan since she can remember. So when she was old enough, there was only one ride she wanted: a 1926 Speedster.
I've always wanted one. I've always wanted a Model T, and I always knew that I was going to have one. I knew I was going to have a Speedster, and of course with crazy colors, I can't not have my favorite color in my car.
Sarah might be young, but she's certainly not the only female owner of a Model T. Deborah Thompson has been a huge enthusiast for years. Her 1925 touring car takes the cake during the Kentucky Derby parade.
I'm sure that there are many other women that are owners, and it's indeed a pleasure. I mean, it's just a hobby that we've gotten into recently that we really enjoy.
Since the cars were in the period spirit, fans took that occasion to get dressed up and travel back in time too. You could say it was the 1920s all over again throughout the Wayne County Fairgrounds.
This is the best thing we've ever had going. It's so well organized, you couldn't ask for a better time here. You have no ones.
And speaking of ones, mine was to master the art of piloting one of these originals, a 1909 T. 3 pedals, the clutch, the brake, and reverse. Back in 1908, the gas throttle was attached to the steering wheel. It was much harder then without today's advancements in ABS brakes, stability control, independent suspension, you name it. But that never stopped those off-roading rebels.
Model T people enjoy to drive. They may go across a covered bridge, turn around, and come back through the water just to say that they have forded it, to show that the Model T can go through the water.
And when the engine starts to die, you just push it into neutral. Gets that little chug, put it in neutral, and she'll stop.
Sounds good.
Think you can handle it?
I think I can.
All right.
And thanks to a quick lesson from Derek Moore of the Henry Ford Museum, I was off and running.
And give us some gas.
When you get the hang of the gears, it's actually pretty easy. I know why they call us the good old days. It sure beats a horse.